There, I just did.
Hey, Farming Life, how's it going? Yo, cold up there?
Hey, Todd.
Todd, how's it going? Them freezer monsters been messing with you some more? Weather's cold down here, in the 30s and humid, so it feels, well, early in the morning, so it feels worse than it is actually, but not horrible so far. It's gonna get a little bit worse as the week goes on. Won't be bad, but we're getting our 1 week of winter this year, so. Yeah, Todd, that would make me mad too, man. I'd really have to get me a walk-in freezer and hang a few of them up. They'd learn.
That's what someone said. Snow tomorrow.
No. Every time it gets in the 30s, they forecast snow. Just trying to get the people to get excited down here. I don't see snow.
You guys can join in if you want.
Yeah, Jason, get down the fiddle and get down the bow. Louisiana Saturday night, Bob. They ain't playing no music tonight. I still ain't figured out how to get the stream across to sound good whenever we play the karaoke. Cajun Prepster, what's up? Prepstetter. Check that out. I don't think you knew, huh? Cajun Prepstetter.
How long you been working on your beard? A long time.
Last April or May, I think I cut it. We with the COVID stuff, we couldn't get to the barber, and I was having issues with it at work, and the wind and the cold and everything, and the humidity was just playing havoc on it. It was staying knotted up. I got mad at it one day and cut it off. It had been about 10 months I was growing it at the time. So yeah, April or May. Okay, sounds good, brother. Good to see you. Raven Moon, how's it going? Walsh Farms, how's it going? We posted the link. If anybody wants to come up and join us in the talk, we'd be more than happy. Just killing some time and visiting, chat about anything, gardens, football. It doesn't matter. Just looking to get some talking going on, some chatting. I'll post the link again. We got some more work done on the greenhouse, mostly painting buckets today. It's a lot of buckets. I didn't realize how long it would take to paint 150 buckets. With a spray can, it takes a while and a lot of spray cans. But I found some cheaper gallon paint. So I have, I think, 15 buckets left to paint black. Then I'm going to be going back white on top of them with those. So I'll be painting those with the spray gun.
Hey, Eric.
Compressor. What's up, brother? How's it going, Eric? Again, if anybody wants to join, click the link. Y'all are more than welcome to join. We don't have any topics to talk about, really. Just looking to visit.
I got something to share.
What? Oh, yeah. You're on the wrong side. Oh, there you go. Other way. It's backwards, chick. She got some.
I got a queen crown tattoo last night. Because he calls me his queen.
Yep. Todd, first off, thanks. No, hey, anytime you want, brother. Farming Life, it doesn't matter. Anytime. Let's see. Thanks, Todd. It's been a lot more work than I expected, especially with the quality of materials from Lowe's. The PVC pipe, not happy with it. Actually, the first time I've ever put a bad rating on anything, Amazon or anything like that. Jason, we paint them because we try to keep the sun out as much as possible to prevent the algae growth in them. So painted them black to prevent the light from going in them, to prevent the algae growth. Then I'm going to paint them white again to stop the heat, try to prevent them from maintaining too much heat on the root systems during the summertime down here. Similar to what Mr. CB does. We also, the buckets we had in the old greenhouse, they're going on 4 years old, and they're starting to get pretty beat up from the sun. So we're hoping that by painting them, we might get another 2 or 3 years out of it. It's going to be a good experiment to see how it works. Farming Life, brother, if you need some good recipes, Cajun recipes, you
Primal Cajun.
Primal Cajun. Yeah, go check out Primal Cajun. Rob at Primal Cajun. He has great Cajun recipes. He has a amazing spoof on the Popeyes fried chicken sandwich.
Gumbo etouffee.
Gumbo etouffee. Yeah, he has all kind of stuff. You hit him up in the comments with something specific you want, probably do that also. Great dude. Just a few miles up the road from me. Yep. Cajun Prep Steady, you right. It's brutal. The heat, the humidity. July and August feels like, with the humidity, feels like we're breathing water a lot of the times. It's just hot and horrible. Horrible. Sheena loves it. Get you. But it's been an experience putting a greenhouse together. It's basically been 2 years that I've been working on it. I think everything's been done by myself. 7-pot primo. I'm not a fan of the super hot peppers. I actually grew some chocolate reapers a couple years back. I couldn't even give them away. I didn't want no part of them. And nobody wanted to even try them to see how hot they were. So, Todd, I'm looking forward to that, brother. That's going to be nice. I did see the 1,600-gallon tank in your last video. If for y'all that don't know Todd, Building with Todd, bought in Arizona. He bought some property. I think it's about 40 acres, and he's building an off-grid home out there. He was building, poor thing was building his greenhouse, and the cows got it. There's free-range cows out there, and they got him. You can go ahead, watch. How's it going, brother?
Hey, Danny.
Man, it looks like y'all a little bit cooler over there than we are over here.
It's pretty chilly. I'm outside in my dirty ass shop.
Your shop looks better than my garage right now. I got 40 Dragonfruit plants stacked in it. I'm trying to paint buckets and everything else in the garage, staying out in the wind and the cold. It's been tough.
Talking about that.
Yeah, and then I got, I think, 13 more. One of my friends, the place where he stays, they can't have them there anymore. So he came drop off 13 more at my house the other day, and I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put all that. It's tough,
my
man.
wife buying plants.
Say again?
Sounds like my wife buying plants.
Oh, I have that's like me with seeds. I have a serious issue buying seeds.
You bought 4 packs today.
Went to the Dollar Tree and bought more today. Stuff I don't even need.
So we go out to town, and she'll get all kinds of stuff, and then try to figure out where to put it.
No, I'm running out of room. I'm actually having to slow down a lot. Being in town with the bayou and everything, it's really hard. I'm basically at the end of what I'll be able to do, short of, and I'm going to be putting more buckets in, more cow lake tubs to grow stuff in that I can move out the way that's on the right of way for the highway. We have parking area and grass that we maintain in the front yard, but we can't physically build anything on it because of the road through town and everything. So
yep, I know what you mean.
And I grew up in the country and had all the land and everything to play, and living in town now is like, man, I love living on the bayou, but it's tough living in town.
Yeah. I understand. We use those lick tubs too. I like using those.
The cattle licks. It's the cattle, like the big lick tubs. They put the sweet feed in. Yeah, they're nice and they're pretty plentiful around here.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I found some. They were $4 a tub, but then one of the guys I work with offshore, I was telling him about it. He's like, "Man, you bought that from my cousin." So started laughing. He's like, "Yeah." So he says, "I'll give you all the ones they get. They get like 40 or 50 a year." So he brought me 10 of them to work last time. We work opposite. So he brought me 10 of them to work last time. He's gonna bring me 10 more this time.
Nice.
Todd said, "Yeah, it's freedom seeds." Todd, I don't know if you watch Todd or not. Todd's a good dude.
Wait, who's Todd?
Building with Todd.
Building with Todd. Okay, I'm switching back and forth. Either I can see you or I can see the chat on my phone. I have to switch.
Okay. Yeah. He says he collects seeds and freedom seeds. He likes guns also.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep. I have a bad habit of talking a lot and not keeping up with the chat. So I'm trying to be a little bit more.
I think that's a Cajun thing.
Yeah, I like talking, and that's the main thing about the chat. I don't come on chat to come and particularly talk about anything. I just come to talk. Like the other day when I just is bored. I want to talk to somebody. So whatever we want to talk about, let's chat and have some fun.
Hey, Peanut.
Right.
Peanuts from Bro Bridge. Peanut Peppers. He just came
Peppers? In. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Peanut Peppers. Yeah, I started a second channel because I want to keep my first channel. You know my first channel, Bruce Art Home.
Right.
We want to keep that one family friendly, and I created a second channel just to attack some of those harder hitting topics.
I know y'all a while back. Y'all were talking about the COVID, and it wasn't y'all had different names for it and everything. I was watching some of the videos and stuff on it. That's the topics you're talking about on this channel.
Well, yeah, that and some politics and just the things that a lot of people may not want to talk about or hear about.
Right.
This will give them that option.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to mix that in with your normal channel.
Right.
Yeah, it's tough. Some people tell me with the hydroponics, I shouldn't be showing the raised beds or the grow tents, and not the people that normally watch. Is basically people that show up. They'll catch one of my videos, and why are you showing your raised beds and stuff? It's like first off, I'm Cajun, so just because it's Cajun hydroponics, the Cajun in the front is going to tell you it's going to be a mix match of stuff.
Ain't that true?
It's not going to be anything specific.
Another one?
Yeah, I'll take another one. It's not going to be anything specific, really. So, but yeah, it's trying to keep things like that. We keep the politics. I do like watching a lot of that stuff, and I like to be informed, from either side, different views, listen to it, try to make my own opinion on it. And, you're right. That is a good idea not to put it on a specific channel, that you've already had established, because it could cause a lot of grief with people.
Yep.
Y'all started any plants?
Drop back down in the.
Okay.
Say again?
Y'all started any seeds yet? Any plants?
Yeah, the wife just put in some seed potatoes yesterday, and we've got our winter turnips in. They're doing pretty decent. Mm-hmm.
We didn't do any turnips. We just picked our broccoli. We did well with the broccoli. We did the first cut, and we have, I think, 9 more plants to cut. We're gonna end up with about another 5 gallons probably by the time we process. We ended up
over here on our end of the state, we get hit by hurricanes real bad. So
right.
We didn't do any fall gardening. We did winter gardening.
Well, we basically caught the same thing as y'all. The hurricane, not as bad, but yeah, we caught the tail ends of everything. The ones that went to Lake Charles and the ones, the last one that went by New Orleans and everything, we caught the tail ends of it. I was actually worried. Yeah. The second to last one that hit us, it got us pretty good. It was the wind and everything was sustained for a lot long. I was worried about the greenhouses, and it was more during the day. So, but besides the flooding, we flooded out 2 beds and a row of cucumbers that we had planted for the fall. So we replanted the peppers and stuff we had in there. We put broccoli in, and that's what we ended up making for the fall was the broccoli.
So there you go. Just make the best of a bad situation.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have made many more peppers off of it. Another month and a half we'd ended up with it. So it worked out well. But I'd have liked to have the cucumbers we would have made.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, man.
I'm going to drop that down in the chat.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping.
All right.
Have a good one.
Easy.
You too,
all
brother.
Right.
Bye.
Hey, Miss Crystal.
Yep. Crystal. Anybody else? Anybody that wants to join, y'all are more than welcome. Like we said, we're not anything specific tonight. If you got something you want us to talk about, got questions about the greenhouse, the little bit of the broccoli that we got, what we have going on in the grow room. We how I'm killing my dragon fruit plants, leaving them outside in the garage with the spray paint, everything, anything you want to talk about, more than welcome to.
And my new tattoo.
The new tattoo. That was a Christmas present, and
it's a queen's crown.
Yep. Thanks for stopping by, Cajun Prepstetter. We're getting Peanut's gonna join. Got you up, brother.
What's up, brother?
How's it going, man?
Man, got all them lights in that grow room. That's about it.
That thing's bright, brother. Cool. We Raven Moons, we plant Dasher 2 cucumbers. We did well with them actually this year, really well. We had a 30-foot row, and it's like we ate all we wanted. My kids ate all they wanted. The neighbors ate all they wanted. People stopping by. We ended up selling off a 30-foot row. We ended up eating everything we could and giving away all we could, and still sold for $300 at 50 cents a cucumber. Mr. Robert, we didn't lose any dragon fruit, but they did take a beating. We the first little front we had that passed through, they were still outside, and they had a little frost on them, and it beat them up really bad.
I'll type it.
How can y'all still see the chat?
If you look to the right side of your screen, watch your finger. Hit enter. If you look to the right side of your screen, it should show comments and something else to the right of the. I don't remember exactly what it is.
It says private chat and comments.
Click chat.
They don't say chat. It says comments.
Well, click comments. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It automatically comes up on my end when I do it, but whenever you come in, you have to click on it, the comments, to be able to see what everyone's saying.
Lord, dang, there's a lot of comments.
Mr. Robert.
I'm not going to try to keep up with that.
Well, I'm trying to do a little bit better. I know we get a lot of people that come in sometimes, and we don't we end up visiting more than the people in the chat. So I'm trying to keep up with it a little bit better tonight. That was actually back in November, Mr. Robert, that it hit. It was just a one-night thing. It's saying we have it every year in November. It wasn't supposed to happen while in the extended forecast, so I tried to leave it out an extra couple weeks, and I was at work. I wasn't able to bring them in. So it worked out well. Raven Moons, I love market moors. I love them. But
yes.
Over here,
yes,
the powdery mildew gets them.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of issues with powdery mildew over here because of the heat. Normally what we do is we'll plant some Dasher 2s along with the market moors. And then when the market moors peter out, we'll plant more Dasher 2s.
Oh.
Which one? We are in South Louisiana, south of Lafayette. I am about 30 miles south of Lafayette. And Peanut, you're what, about 10 miles to the east of Lafayette?
Where I'm at, I could actually spit and hit I-10.
Oh, really? Yeah, you're
I'm right there. By the Yankee stage, I'm right there.
the Yankee cutoff. 100 feet, you're on the wrong side of I-2.
Yeah, I was actually spit and hit I-10, so.
Yeah, South Carolina's it's the humidity and everything's over there as well is bad, really bad. When I was working in Ohio, wait, what?
I own a homestead.
Yeah, Mr. Bill.
Yeah, I clicked it. How do I get through?
You gotta click on the link, Mr. Bill. Here's the link. Mr. Bill's gonna join us also, Peanut. Your pepper plants and stuff, are you fertilizing them besides with anything else besides those that organic fertilizer?
I'm not even gonna lie, I cheated.
You cheated?
Yeah, I cheated. I went to the blue stuff.
How's it going, Mr. Bill?
Not too bad. How about you?
Can't complain at all. Can't complain at all. It's besides the cooler temperatures in the morning. I normally start my onion seeds around the beginning of September, October, and put them out in the ground whenever I get time. Once they get to a good size. Normally, it's around the middle of November, beginning of December when I plant them out in the ground. We haven't done them in a while though. No blue water over here for us. Sorry about that. The Peanut. What I was I'm sorry, Mr. Bill. I want to talk with Peanut about this 1 second. Yeah,
take your time. I didn't know how quickly I'd be able to get in anyway. So
we're gonna try to keep 4 people. At the most, maybe 5. It seems like when you get more than 4 people, everyone's talking all over themselves and all that. So we're gonna try to keep 4 or 5. We might, we're gonna see how it works out as we're going through it. But Peanut, on your tomato plants in your video where you said they were smaller than the rest of them, they looked like they were damper. The soil in them was more.
Yeah, but the thing about it is most of them tomato plants were actually planted at the same time, but them 2 mortgage lifters, they just took off.
Right,
I have no clue why.
But your cups, the ones you have in the smaller cups, if they're staying too wet, they're not getting the right amount of oxygen, so they're not going to grow as fast.
Them 2 that are the bigger ones,
right?
Them 2 were in the same cups, the red solar cups,
right?
And they just took off. Boom.
Okay,
so I mean, I hit them with that blue water. No, see what's gonna happen.
Blue water. Grow juice, huh?
Hey, grow some.
Say hi to Rue. Rue wants to say hi.
Hey, Daddy. Hi, Rue. Full up with people from Louisiana in here right now. So, Mr. Bill, how's things going on your end up there in New York? How cold is it?
New York? Holy crap.
No, it's 35 degrees outside and the wind's blowing 6 knots. I'm looking at my thermometer.
That's pretty chilly.
Hey, we were colder than him this morning.
Yeah. I know we had frost on the window.
Yeah,
we were at 32 this morning.
Yeah, well, I'm really close to the ocean on the South Shore of Long Island, so it's not typical for the rest of New York State in its entirety. Not at all.
We were 36 this morning. That's the difference also between where Peanut's at and where I'm at, about the 35, 40 miles that separates us. Is I'm right off of the Vermilion Bay in the Gulf, so same thing like you. When the wind's blowing the right way, we get a lot of the temperatures will stay a little bit warmer right here.
Well, I know one thing. I can't wait till spring when we're hitting, at least 50.
Yeah.
I'm ready for
Give me 50. I'll be happy at 50.
I'm in the same growing zone as Rob Sapper Gardner, which is, I think, 7A or B. And it's because I'm right on the water that we get this moderation of temperatures. Very much.
That's awesome. It's amazing what the water does. The extra rain you get from the storms coming off of the for us is the Gulf, for y'all is the ocean. It's amazing what it does. It really does.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just wants
So, Danny, I'm curious. I don't want to change the subject completely, but the other day I was listening and you were saying something about that you speak Cajun. And so I want to know, is speaking Cajun meaning you just use Cajun words, or do you speak Cajun?
When I talk, it doesn't. I've had a lot of.
Comment ça va, Chuchu?
Ça c'est fit putain de tête de quand même, ouais.
Oh!
No, some things don't come out right, especially when I'm typing or writing emails and stuff. What makes sense to me doesn't make sense to other people. So that's why whenever somebody's like, "What did you mean?" It's like, "I'm sorry, I'm speaking Cajun again." You know, it just to me, you know, when I talk to somebody around here, they pick it up perfectly fine. So that's
to me though. To me though, that's like you have there's expressions that you use, but could you carry a conversation on in Cajun? Can you speak that well? I don't know.
I don't speak French well. No, I do. There's words we use around here that's common language that's kind of Cajun French. Or we talked about BAW, BAW a while back.
Yeah.
It's it's a ball stop, stuff like that. It's not calling somebody a kid or anything like that. It's like, almost like partner, his best friend, cousin, stuff like that. It's just that's the Cajun slangs or the French slangs or the Cajun slangs that fall into general conversation whenever we talking to other people.
Right.
If you're listening to a conversation with me and my stepdad, you probably understand everything we're talking about, but there'd probably be some words in there or some slang in there that you've never heard before. You'd probably laugh too, because when I'm talking with him, my speech slows down, and the accent really fills back up, and
the Cajun kicks in.
The Cajun kicks in.
You guys had different sayings like icebox, like different words like that. Icebox, like the refrigerator, or toast bread, toast, like.
Yeah.
But see, in the Cajun French, there's a lot of different, like me and you talked the other day. You go to Venice, it's a totally different language from the language that I know and the language that you know. And there's so many different aspects of the Cajun language. It's really hard to. It depends on where you're at. Like I can talk French with my parents, but I go down to Venice, I ain't gonna know what they talking about.
Yeah,
I can't speak French around here. Whenever the adults wanted to speak to where the kids,
yes, especially during Christmas time.
Yeah, they speak French. 1 second, Flavors in Texas. Thank you for stopping by. Hello, how are you doing? And the Cajun Prepstetter said there's a word for Godfather down here. He doesn't know how to spell it. It's
parent.
Yeah, parent. It's parent nanny for the Godfather and Godmother.
Don't ask me how to spell it either. Parent nanny. That's all I know.
Yeah, in my family, the parent is always called either the nonk or or man. So it's everybody got their own slangs. It like a frog down here is called one thing in French. You go to Venice and it's a female body part. I had some friends in school. We were talking. They were talking. The teachers was asking questions about it. What kind of French words do you know? And he says the word, and it comes out frog. And she's like, "Oh my God!" They sent him to the office, and it's like, no, it's that's not a frog. But T-Nonk, stuff like that.
Gotta love South Louisiana.
You said like at the store, you want to get down, or
you want to. And when we go to the store, it's like you want to get down. In New Orleans, it's hey, you want to go to the store and make groceries? I'm like, I'm not making no groceries. I'll go buy some groceries. So even 100 miles separating us from New Orleans, the difference in talking is you don't go down the street. Hey, you want to go ride down the street? No, it's like, hey, let's make a block down the lane. No, you're not gonna make a block and go down the lane. First off, there's no lanes in Louisiana. That's on a highway. It's
another thing here in Louisiana. Hey, you want to go up the road? Next thing you know, you're in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go up the road.
Yeah, just right up the road.
Well, do you guys tend to tell distances in time or in miles?
by trees for me.
Yeah.
You go down
That, yep.
store.
We just gonna go right up the road to Church Point. Jesus Christ, right up the road. That's like an hour away.
Yeah, that's 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
That's what I say. People in the
It's a shopping cart, Todd.
park, when people say how far away something is, that we won't say it's 3 miles. I have no idea how many miles it is. It doesn't matter because it could be 1 mile, it could be 10 miles. It's all a matter of how long is it going to take you to get there.
That's
It's
how
just right up the road.
That's pretty much it. But I'll tell them straight up, is like, it takes me 15 minutes to go there, but I drive slow. Well, and the next question, well, how slow you drive? I'm like an old man. Okay, well, we understand. It's gonna take us 10 minutes to get there instead.
Yeah. I don't know when it happened to me, but one day I just all of a sudden decided not to drive as fast and as aggressive as I used to. And now I get in the car with my wife. She was always way more aggressive, but she gets me to the point where I realize, wow, I really do drive slow.
When I'm leaving to go somewhere, I never leave in a hurry. Never. I'm always way early because that's one thing I cannot stand, to be late. If I tell somebody I'm gonna be there at 5 o'clock, I'm sitting outside no later than 4:45.
Oh no! If I tell them I'm be there at 5 o'clock, I'll be there when everybody gets there.
For me, it's a matter of how good the food is going to be where I'm going. If it's good, I'll get there on time. Don't worry.
Usually they're waiting on me to cook it. So.
Oh, that's a problem.
Like every year we do a big crawfish boil and a turkey boil over there in Texas, and they're like, "Hey, can you be here by this time?"
I'll try.
I'll be there when I get there.
Another thing, like you guys say, ice chest.
Yeah.
For a cooler.
Yeah, we call an ice chest is an ice chest. In Ohio, they call them coolers.
Yeah, we would say them here. Both would work here. I don't know. Some people would say it either way.
Peter will find this funny. A girl he went to school with, they were selling some shrimp, so he tells me to go buy some shrimp. So I go and pick it up. They're like, "Do you have an ice chest?" I'm like, "No, I didn't know I needed one." So they just put it in the back of my car.
Okay.
That was horrible.
In your car?
Yeah, it wasn't 5 pounds of shrimp. It was 35 pounds of shrimp. In a crawfish sack, they put it in the back of the car.
Oh, Lord. I can imagine that smell for weeks.
I was at work. I'm like, you need to go out there and clean it. Put alcohol, peroxide, whatever you can.
I did.
Put some bleach in there.
Well, I had like a sheet. They put it on a sheet. The guy was probably thinking.
Yeah, put it on a sheet. It's going to help a little bit, but not very much.
He did.
Where did you get this from?
Wait, was that the vehicle that had the accident? Is that how you got rid of the vehicle?
No.
It actually didn't smell after.
No, but he was like, yeah, it was a good price. So he said, yeah, I'll go pick up some. I said, okay. So I go, and he didn't tell me I never bought shrimp before.
Yeah. It's a language barrier sometimes, and stuff we take for granted. There's other things too I can't think off the top of my head.
So we need to fill the cooler up with water.
Wait, say again?
Mr. Merlin's. He said, put some ice in the ice chest and fill it up with water. So I poured those.
Yeah, she filled the ice chest up with water, not the bottles of water. She filled the ice chest up with water and put a sack of ice in it after. Ruined the whole bag.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
When we went to Ohio, I made a big pot of gumbo. I told her, I said, take me some out and bring. She was working at a restaurant, so I said, take me some out and bring some over there to them. That's like, bring some, but make sure I have some left. She literally took me out a bowl and took the other 4.5 gallons of gumbo to the restaurant. I show up at the restaurant for lunch. They got a big sign on the door, real Cajun gumbo. They had that much. They were selling the gumbo I made at the restaurant. When I get back home, and I don't even have enough for a second bowl. And she put it like a cereal bowl, not even a gumbo bowl. It's like, yeah, we need to have better communication.
Wow. The shrimp thing, though, that's going to go in infamy. Oh my Lord!
I bought it before. I didn't know how it
Just put it in the trunk.
Yeah. No, it wasn't even
All
a
right.
hatchback.
Yeah.
It's a hatchback, so it's even worse. But it's a
Wow.
She went. It was just about off the boat, you know.
Like I didn't know.
Yeah.
So how far from your front door? How far do you have to go to get yourself fresh shrimp when you want it?
10 minutes.
Yeah. I could actually go to Delcom, which is about
That's
5
about
minutes away.
that's about 20 minutes for me.
Yeah.
And is it a store or is there a place you just go to find a shrimp?
You just go right up to the docks.
Yeah, if they got a shrimp boat that's in with Facebook and everything, Miss Crystal, we're gonna get to you in a minute. Just wait 1 second. We have Miss Crystal waiting. Well, I'm gonna put her in, but we're gonna talk about it. We got you up, Miss Crystal. But hello.
Hey, sister.
Hey, brother, how are you?
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, we can go with Facebook. It's a lot easier to see when the boats and stuff are coming in if you're friends with them. So you just drive up straight to the boat landing and you buy it off of the back of the boat. Or they have small shops set up that they'll sell oysters and shrimp and different things, baits and crawfish and stuff like that. I went to school with a girl that opened one up. It's a little bit further than Delcom, but it's a lot easier to go over there. We call her, hey, look. Sheena actually ended up taking care of her mother-in-law.
Yeah.
At one point. So, you know, we call it like, we can't get to it right now because it's first come, first serve, but put us 25, 30 pounds on the side.
And she'll save it for me, and then I'll just go with my ice chest now that I know.
Yeah, not the trunk of a car.
You know, we could actually drive about an hour and go cast net and catch shrimp if they're running.
Yes. Over there.
Right.
Yeah. It's
wow.
If the weirs in the water's floating right and the shrimp are running, you throw the cast net and you're able to get it. 5 gallons, basically 20. I think it's 25 pounds or 15 pounds. They tell you a 5-gallon bucket. You fill a 5-gallon bucket up and you can leave with that, with a regular fishing license.
And Peanut, I deheaded all the shrimp myself and I froze it and everything.
Not in the trunk of the car, though, right?
No.
35 pounds worth of shrimp you did? Wow.
At one time, she did it 3 times.
Yeah, I did it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
That is hilarious. I've been in Louisiana all my life, and I don't know what I'd have done. What did you say anything to her, Danny? Like,
No.
are you crazy?
Not for about 2 days.
After the smell started kicking in?
No, I was at work.
Oh. Like, this lady's crazy.
Yeah, I was at work. So it would have been actually, if I'd have been in, we'd have got 100 pounds of shrimp, you know, to get.
Did any of the neighborhood cats settle home, make a home in the back there?
No, we actually haven't had many cats lately. They had one for a little while, but there hadn't been many. You know, about the last year they've been gone. I don't know if the dog catcher picked them up or what, but there haven't been many cats. But no, she did a real good job of cleaning it up.
Oh,
It didn't smell by the time I got in.
my cat is somewhere.
Well, that cat right there is nosy, Miss Crystal. He comes get on my head during the live streams. If I put a beanie on, he'll climb on my shoulder. And he gets on top of my head and sits on the head while I'm doing a live stream.
Well, see, we kind of look alike, but you got the thing going on.
And about 150 pounds more than you.
Yeah, exactly.
The 20 minutes to get food and seafood from my door. Shrimp be a day or 2 out of the water. Nice.
Well, Pop said they slept in the bay last night.
Yeah, whenever my stepdad got a saying when people ask him if the shrimp's fresh because he got a little boat, and we go trolling. He's like, they ask him, that shrimp's fresh? He's like, we slept in the bay last night. Yeah.
Just like that.
Just like that. So, how you doing, Miss Crystal?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you guys?
Can't complain at all. Can't complain. How's the cold weather up there? Has it been treating you right, or is it getting chilly?
Oh, it's chilly. It's like our high is like only in the 30s.
Oh my.
Oh dear Lord.
Where is that, Miss
My
Crystal?
Kansas.
Kansas.
I'm in Kansas, yeah.
And Peanut, you're down in Louisiana too?
Yeah. I'm like 20 minutes from Danny.
Him driving 20 minutes, me driving 40 minutes.
I get that boom, 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 boom.
The bumpy roads.
We probably see patients over there.
Bro, Bridge.
See, the thing about it is that I got a cop car, a retired cop car, but it still says cop, police, it's got the bumper on and everything else. Get the hell out the way. No.
How's your dragon fruit doing, Miss Crystal?
The dragon fruit is actually doing pretty good. I got it sitting right over there, actually. It's still growing.
At some point, it's going to look like some little worms are starting to grow out the side of it. That's
Okay.
That's air roots, they call them on the side. They'll start putting that out. They grow that when they're looking to attach to trees or anything like that, vine up. And I forgot, I sent it to a bunch of people and I forgot to tell them. Eric actually sent me a picture the other day. He's like, looks like there's a worm coming out the side of my dragon fruit. I'm like, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. It's just it's air roots.
Hi, Delta.
They'll go ahead, Peanut.
I gotta let the dogs out.
All right.
I think that's Delta, right? One of them.
Yeah, Delta wanting to go outside. Come on, let's go.
But it puts out. It's common. They actually, if it's laying on the ground when it does it, it'll actually root up right there too.
We can't wait. My teenager's dying to try it.
It's going to be about a year, at least.
Okay.
Fruit. Yeah, it takes a while to fruit. It does. They some slow growing. They grow fast. Usually you won't see fruit on them till you get at least a 5-foot section of plant growth.
Oh, okay.
And
which is that dragon fruit you're talking about?
Say again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The dragon fruit, yeah. With the amount of the heat you have over there, it might take as much as 2 years before you get a fruit off of them.
No problem. We'll just wait, I guess. She'll be 15, but that's okay.
The flowers actually only open up at night, so you're gonna have to take it and take a little bowl with a little paintbrush or something, and an outrageous amount of pollen, and then you got to pollinate the stimula, whatever. I don't know what they call it. I don't remember.
Oh wow, okay.
The
part.
The part. You gotta
do the business.
Yeah, you gotta do the business.
Right.
Yeah.
But the one I sent you is a self-fertile. Some of them aren't self-fertile. They won't. You can't take the pollen from it and repollinate itself with it. So.
Oh wow.
The one I sent you, you can do it. It will, and it makes really good fruit.
Oh, yum. We never tried it before. None of us.
We got one fruit off of it last year. The plant that I got to cutting off for you, we got one fruit off of it last year. We had four other.
Nice.
We had 4 other buds that started on it, but the ants got to it and they aborted all the buds.
Oh wow.
So.
Darn.
It happens. We just it's a learning process for us.
That's true. Yeah, I'm doing something now, a learning experiment.
It's fun. It really is. You're gonna want to put it probably in about a 5-gallon bucket. At some point, it makes a lot of roots, a really lot of roots.
Oh, okay. Wow, can't hardly wait.
It really is. It's so much fun. They are super healthy. They're considered one of the super fruits, one of the new super fruits right now.
None of, like I said, nobody in my house ever tried it, so it's going to be interesting for all of us in 2 years.
It's slow, but it makes it worth it. What's wrong?
Danny, how did you come to start growing them?
Yeah, it's like between a kiwi and a pear.
Depending on the flavor, the one I sent you is that's what the flavor is. Now the temperatures and everything will actually make you will get a slightly different taste on them. Todd says that it's kind of like a kiwi fruit, but they do have some that has it tastes like wood, basically like you eating bark. It's not a really good flavored dragon fruit, but it's one that pollinates other plants, so people still have to grow them. And they're also flavors and textures. No, I didn't plant it from seeds. I started all of them from cuttings. I've tried seeds a couple times, and I start them in Ziploc bags, and they start in a Ziploc bag, but when I transfer them to the dirt, they die out. So I started everything from seeds. Plus, if you start them from seeds, you are able to start them from seeds, but that's normally a 5 to 6 year process before you get your first seed.
Yeah.
I mean, you can line them and put them in a heated place. Sham's allotment, he does his from seeds, and I think he's like right at 1 year. And I think he got one of them that had fruit off of it at 1 year. But the whole year he keeps it in a heated greenhouse. And wow. Put it a little bit more.
There's mine.
Yeah, that's
Still,
pretty. Yep.
Still going strong.
Yep. It's going to start in the little creases. You're going to start seeing yeah, it looks like they have them already. The little growth points are starting to grow out of it.
Yes, it is.
Yep. They're going to grow fast. They're going to grow really fast. You might want to put a little bit of organic fertilizer. Not much at all, just a little bit.
The blue water.
The blue water.
The blue water.
Yeah. If you use
Works every time.
They don't take a whole bunch. God, I'm in the store and they're pretty. The Raven Moons, the ones I bought from the store haven't been really tasty. Like Walmart or anything like that. There's an Asian market that we have in Lafayette that has they have some better tasting ones. It's the variety really makes a difference in the flavor of them. It really does. The best place I found to get them was the guy I bought the cuttings from. He grows them in his backyard, and when we went pick some up, he let us taste about 5 or 6 different ones, and it was the better ones that he had available for us to taste. And oh man, it was just like.
Where you find that Asian Martin over here in Lafayette?
By Harbor Freight. It's in the same strip.
Oh Lord, no! All you had to say was by Harbor Freight. I ain't going that far into Lafayette. Nope.
Fresh picks every once in a while. Also,
Yeah,
off
the
of,
Asian market.
yeah. The
Man, y'all go do with all that traffic over there?
not often.
I drive it for work, so.
I don't know. Nope. They say if I gotta go to Maurice, I live in Bro Bridge. Maurice is over here. Straight shot through Lafayette. Nope. I go that way.
And it's faster.
Listen, I had to see a patient. I was in Kaplan, and I
Oh Lord, Kaplan. Oh Lord.
there was a patient that was like 10 minutes away. I couldn't go see him in Gaydon, so I drove all the way to Lafayette, then back to Gaydon. So it was like an hour.
It's Gaydon.
Yeah, I was waiting for her to finish this. That's another thing.
It's Gaydon. It's not Gaydon. It's Gaydon.
We got started with the dragon fruit. One of my friends gave me a cutting, and I started reading about it. And I put the cutting growing, started reading about it, and I was worried that they wouldn't grow around here. So what we did was I actually found a guy on YouTube, Mr. Ty, Spicy Exotics. He's just north of I-10, and he's growing them up there. And he has an awesome setup. But that's where I bought them from. Once I found out that I was able to grow them here with, it takes some work moving them around and stuff if I don't have a greenhouse specifically for them. So
how long ago was that? Just in the past year or so?
It's a little bit, well, it was a year, I think, in July.
Yeah,
I'd have to go back and look. It was right at a year whenever we got the first fruit off of it.
So that's when you first started. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I started buying them around August to September. I think it was when I got a whole bunch of them from Mr. Ty.
And how many plants are you up to now that you got growing? Roughly?
I have 40 buckets, but I'm at like 37 or 38 varieties. But I don't know if you were in here. I had a friend that dropped off I think 12 more buckets.
More varieties or
wow.
Well, I think there's 5 more varieties that I didn't have before off of it. He can't keep them at his place no more. So I'm not going to be getting any more varieties. I want to kind of dial in what I have, and I really don't have the room for it in the garage. Once I put the canopies on the top of it, they're actually going to take up my whole garage for the wintertime. whenever we put them in there. So
And is it actually a cactus? Is that what it is?
Yes, it's actually a cactus, and it makes a beautiful flower, but it only opens at night. And
Wow.
some of it makes some amazing fruit, really, really good fruit.
I know that one you showed not too long ago, I think a couple months back. Man, that thing looked wicked. I don't even know if I would have ate it. That looked poisonous.
That's the only it was. I mean,
They would have a video on it.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
And, it was really good. That's what it kind of tasted like a kiwi, sour apple Jolly Rancher. You know, mix. We bought it from Lowe's, so we were expecting that they have different colored flesh on the inside. When you cut them open, there'll be like a red, a pink, and a purple. They call it. The red and the purple is kind of hard to tell. I'm sorry, white, purple, or red. And the red and the purple, some of them looks more red, but they call it purple. I just like, if they taste good, I don't care what they look like. And it was supposed to be a white fleshed dragon fruit, so we wasn't expecting it to be real tasty. You know, most of the white fruit dragon fruits, they're good, but they're not as tasty as the ones with the red and the purple flesh on the inside. Well, when we cut them, it was red. You know, that was a shock. Shane, the guy that gave it, was like, it's not supposed to be this. So it was like, from the rest of the video was complete, surprise with the flavor we got from it and everything.
I was waiting on the queen to come back, and he died. He ate that red thing, and he just died.
And I got all this money.
Colt called it dragon eggs.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty though. It was a very pretty looking fruit though. It really was.
It kind of stains. It stains.
Oh, it stains a lot. Yeah.
Was that where it came that he was hunting dragons from one video?
He sees that on YouTube. He watches all the kids on YouTube, the videos and stuff, and dinosaurs and dragons. He read that in books, and he's seen movies, and he likes searching for treasures. He digs holes all over the place, and
he does.
He does looking for dragon eggs.
We went for a walk, and they had like a 5K a while back, so they spray painted like arrows and stuff, and like the direction. And he was like, "Look, a dinosaur footprint." He said, like, that's just his imagination.
That's the one when y'all were in the park, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did one at the zoo, and he was walking around at the zoo where the blacktop had actually fell out of the holes. It wasn't there anymore, and he kept saying it was footprints for different types of dinosaurs.
Hi, Timer 66.
Timer 66, what's up, brother? Chicken Johnny, man, I miss you. How's it going, brother?
Oh, Chicken Johnny, hey.
How do y'all see all that?
In the comments.
Yes.
Hey, everybody.
Gooey Dan.
Gooey Dan. I went to Gooey Dan.
She went to Gooey Dan. Jason, we actually found a small bottle when we were digging the last hole the first hole in the greenhouse for the tank. And
like an old medicine bottle.
An old medicine bottle from the 1920s. And it was so, I wish I'd have got it on tape. The dude was so excited when we found it. He was actually out there helping me dig and everything. It was amazing. He keeps it, he has it half filled with water. We looked it up. It's a medicine bottle from the 1920s. Mr. CB, what's up, brother? I don't know if it's a party, but it's a good visit.
And then he got from my daughter's grandparents, bought him like a real tool set for Christmas. Like it's actually like real kid tools.
It's not even, no, it's like a woman's set of tools.
But yeah.
Like a woman would keep, no, it is.
Oh. The queen sitting next to you, man. What's that woman?
I'm not scared. No, but it's actually like, the little tool belt and everything. It's small, and it's something like you would keep in the house in a drawer that you'd be able to take out, have everything right there and be able to use it.
Oh, but he was so pumped up.
Yep. We went outside and he had to hammer in some nails. It got a little 6-inch hammer with it. He had to hammer some nails. So I had a box of roofing nails. I was like, take off after, whatever you want.
Do it up.
Yeah.
The first thing he did, grab a big old chunk of dirt and he'd poke it with his hand. This one's hard enough. And he'd knock 5 nails in. I'm like, now you got to take the nails out. So he'd beat the pile of dirt with the hammer, pull all the nails back out, go find him another hard piece of dirt and start beating it back in there.
And he said,
So he could come over here and he'll bend the nails.
That sounds like an invitation for trouble.
It is.
Well, he got a pencil with it, with a sharpener. He said, my pop can borrow my pencil. Everyone can borrow my pencil. He can't borrow his tools.
Pop's always losing his pencil every time they're doing work. So, and
he knows.
Colt likes to help. So it's like, yeah, Pop can borrow my pencil now, but he can't keep it.
And my daughter, she got a metal detector for Christmas. So they went out the
Nice.
for stuff.
Yeah. Colt, actually, I have an old 18-volt DeWalt drill. I mean, it barely turns. It's worn out, but the battery still works. And he'll walk around the yard with it with a drill bit and just drill holes in the yard. Walk around drilling holes in the yard. I'm helping you, Daddy. Yep, you're buddy.
Maybe you come home and there's a hole in the side of your tire one day.
Oh, I'm sure. I got to hide the spray cans of paint from him and everything and all that.
Yep. Oh, boy.
Oh, Lord, spray paint can. Oh, man. Wake up one morning, your whole vehicle spray painted. Ooh.
He's pretty good about listening. You know, he'll come ask before and, you know, can I paint this? Can I
do this? Yeah.
Yeah. We got him a little pocket knife for Christmas and he won't touch it unless he asks.
Oh, yeah.
He gets all excited.
He said,
I'll be right back.
All right.
We have a little pocket knife. It came with this. We got the girls' boyfriends one too. He was like, I want to take it outside and cut down a tree.
Yeah. When I came in from offshore, come on, we took it out. He was all pumped up. He took it out. And he's holding it like we showed him, holding it out away from you, pointing away from you. And he was holding it. He's like, Daddy, I want to go cut down a tree. Come on, let's go cut down a tree right now. You know.
And he's 4 years old now?
4.5.
Yeah.
4.5. And in kindergarten or not yet?
Pre-K.
Pre-K, yep.
But you guys liked his squirrel trap video?
Yes.
Oh,
you know,
my
it's
God.
so funny. It reminded me, when I grew up, my dad, who's a retired New York City policeman, had a vendetta to kill every squirrel he could ever freaking catch. And when I tell you, it was like watching a three-ring circus at times, because I can remember as a kid, he started catching them in this have-a-heart trap. And he didn't actually have a heart. So at the time, he had a VW Beetle, and he would just take a big plastic bag, put it in the bag, and put the end of the bag on the tailpipe of the car. And a few minutes later, the squirrel went to sleep. You know, that was all there was. We didn't think much of it. Well, one day, one of the neighbors saw him doing it and complained to him, you shouldn't do that, the squirrels. And he's like, all right, so he's not going to do that. So at the time, we had a swimming pool. So he would now take the trap and teach the squirrels how to swim underwater. That's the next thing.
See how long they can hold their breath?
That's one way to do it.
So then that gets to be like, all right, he gets caught doing that by the neighbors. And this is a close-knit community. So he can't do that anymore. So he says, all right, no problem. I'm just going to relocate them. And so from that point forward, they'd get a one-way trip into Manhattan. They'd be dropped off at 57th and Lex. And they were welcome to go wherever they wanted.
As long as they're away from him.
We had went back to the park again, and he had his trap, and he was
comes Miss Jealous.
Still no squirrels.
Go, go, get down. Go.
Ritz cracker and peanut butter.
Oh, is that Delta?
That's Delta and Buddy.
Oh.
Go, lay down.
Yeah, my dog's dead asleep now for hours.
Yeah, I got 2 canines, police officer dogs. They're pains in the butt.
Mm.
Sorry, you don't. One's on the couch and one's on the.
Well, the joke of my dog, the joke about my dog, whose name is Gumbo, is
Lord.
We got him as a rescue. It's a crazy story. We tried to find a dog to adopt, and we were looking for this before COVID-19, but didn't have a lot of luck. And then COVID-19 happens, and you could sell dogs like they were, gold up here. It was crazy. So we looked through Pet Finder, I think it was, and finally we found something that it actually worked out. It was legit, and for $400, somebody put this dog from McAllen, Texas, on the Tex-Mex border into a van and drove it up into the Bronx. We had to go to the Bronx to pick it up. And
I've been hearing a lot about that.
So
like Delta, she's actually named after Hurricane Delta. I got her from Galveston County.
Yeah, but Peanut, listen to the story.
So the dog comes and it's, it's not coming with a lot of paperwork, but someone in McAllen, Texas is a vet and gives it its first, look over, I guess, before they send it up. And it marks it as a Catahoula mix. So I look at it and go, well, it looks like a Catahoula. I don't know anything about a Catahoula. Never heard of Catahoula in my life, So I go on to YouTube, we look it up, and go, oh, sure, it looks like a Catahoula. And you start thinking, oh, he's acting like a Catahoula. He's got the extra claw like a Catahoula. He's got webbed feet like a Catahoula. And you start thinking, oh, it's going to be a Catahoula. This is great. So fast forward, my wife's aunt gets a dog. It's a mutt. She wants to know what it is, so she gets the DNA test on it. It gets us thinking, well, maybe we should do a DNA test, which is probably one of the dumbest things I could ever think of how to spend money. But okay. For $140, they're going to tell us everything we need to know about the dog, including what diseases it might be prone to getting. So, all right, there's a justification. If we know that, maybe. All right. So it comes back, not an ounce of Catahoula in it. It's mostly German Shepherd. And I think like the third or fourth thing in the list of things that it's related or it's part of is Chihuahua.
Oh, Lord.
And so he's the Catahoula knockoff. Looks like one, though.
It does. It really does.
Are bold.
People who meet it, and we've had different people say, oh, is that a Catahoula? And I'm always thinking, how the hell do you know what a Catahoula is?
Yeah. Jason says it's amazing how well a dog will behave if they actually believe that you will eat them. He said Gumbo's a great
Yeah, I mean, name a dog Gumbo. That's straight
That's
out.
a good one. That's it. Well, Danny, I think I was texting with you, and my wife was saying, text Danny, say, what are the names for dogs down in Louisiana? Because you're thinking it's got a connection to Louisiana. And I think you said Roo and Gumbo.
Flavors in Texas. Have a great weekend also. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mr. Bill.
Go ahead. No, I'm just, I hear you. I have the screen on the background too, so I can see people chatting.
What is it? I'm going to have to go follow your channel because I got to see what this dog looks like. Is it long with long tail and short?
It looks like a cat.
Let me see.
It really does.
Let me
it looks
see.
like
Let me
a little bit smaller than
see
the
what I
cat.
can do. Hold on.
You see Cajun back there? That's Cajun.
I mean, because I'm thinking a German Shepherd, short with long tail, long neck, but really short.
It really looks just like a
You
Catahoula.
walk in? You gonna?
Lay down before bed.
All right.
They asked-
In the bed, I said, I'll show him pictures. I'll go get him.
You gonna wake the puppy up?
Our chicken. When Mr. Bill gets back, I'm gonna ask him. He doesn't
Come
have
here,
the.
Gumbo.
Shut up.
Mr.
I'll
Gumbo.
go ahead and ask him. Go.
You got Peanut? What you drinking, Peanut?
Bud Light. Blue can.
Blue water.
The blue water.
Whatever. That stuff you drink is nasty.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She made me drink that the last time we did the karaoke had a live stream because she run out of my beer.
Oh, Lord. She done drank it all, did she?
No.
No, she don't drink that. No, I didn't taste it. It wasn't that bad.
I can't hear you because I have the.
I
Hey, I'm going to tell you what, that Twisted Tea, though, man, that Twisted Tea something up.
Let me see if I can get him to stay here for a second. I had to wake him up.
You have to wake him up. He's a
Oh,
real-
yeah.
He's down to sleep.
From what I
He's
can
off-
see,
he's-
yeah, it looks like a red Catahoula.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's definitely got the red. Come
it
here.
looks like a red Catahoula. Oh, lost you.
I'm technical difficulties. There we go.
Thank goodness for rum. Yeah.
Hey,
Jay-
Jake. Jake from State Farm's here.
Yeah, she or he, that's pretty. It does
Yeah.
look like Catahoula, though.
Jason, usually when I drink beer, I end up on Jägermeister.
Oh Lord,
I love me some Jägermeister.
not me. Jäger sleeping.
Oh no, Vaughn, I got all wound up with that stuff.
Count me out. I don't even drink beer.
I got some stuff over here that'll knock you out with one drink.
I don't know that.
And it's from Kentucky.
No moonshine.
All right.
Yeah, straight moonshine, not that stuff they sell in the stores.
Yeah, I know we drank that in Ohio.
Mm.
Mr. Bill, they asked where you got that barnyard chicken. They asked where you got the DNA test done for the dog. See if I can get it up.
Name that. Oh, gee.
There you go. I'm figuring out how this works. Oh, he don't have his headphones in. 1 second.
That's a lot to learn.
There's a lot to it, and this is the free version of it.
Hey, you know, last night, we said that earlier. Yeah, man, that's crazy. How somebody can YouTube, Facebook, Gmail, if you're connected, yeah. I was like, hey, do you want a free trial of that, whatever we're on right now? Yeah, it's StreamYard.
Yeah.
Kind of wicked.
You back, Mr. Bill?
Yep.
All right, that seems to be back on.
Boy.
Yep. Somebody was asking if where you got the DNA test done. Phil, what's up, brother?
Now all the trolls is going to be coming.
Uh-oh.
Usually when
Phil brings all the trolls.
yeah, when Phil shows up at
Been there, done that.
streams we had, he showed up and the trolls started coming. We had a good time with that too.
Oh, man.
You even put that in the Christmas card.
Yeah. You can hear us, Mr. Bill. Feel the love. Oh, we love you, Phil.
Phil, I got to
Houston, we have a problem. We can't find Bill.
No one likes my tattoo, babe.
Well, that's your fault.
What?
You know?
She got a tattoo with a queen's crown and some little wiggly lines underneath it. She surprised me with it last night because I call her my queen.
Call her your what?
My queen. Queen.
And now
Yeah, that's the queen.
Yeah. Well, we
Yep, for sure.
What the hell is that?
it's a little crown. Okay.
What's that stuff underneath it, though?
It's some little wiggly lines. Other like that.
Oh,
There he is, finally.
okay.
I
Can
got
you-
one on my leg, too.
Yeah. You can hear us, Mr. Bill.
Yeah, I had a little technical difficulty. I dropped things, the power cord came out.
No words. Somebody asked where you
So here he is. It was, I'd have to ask the wife. What was the name of the DNA test? Embark, EMBARK.
a
And
website.
they had a sale. It was like 129 for what they would normally get 150 for, something like that, 160. So we did the more detailed one.
Okay. That's cool. The Peanut, the first time we drove down from Ohio,
Yeah.
talking about the way he pronounces things, we actually had as we started coming into New Orleans and into Louisiana, we started seeing the road signs and the different towns and the rivers and everything on I-10. So I was like, hey, let's pronounce this. Tell me how to pronounce this. Tell me how to that would have been an amazing video.
Yes, there's some of them that coming through New Orleans. I don't even know how to pronounce.
See, like, I would pronounce it like how it's read. Like,
Okay, do the Chafalai Basin.
Hey, Mr. Farmer.
Jaffalia? I know
She
now.
knows how to say it
Miss
on.
Gail.
Oh, Mr. Homer, what's up, brother? Glad to see you made it.
Michael Farmer.
But there's some of them I can't even pronounce. I don't even know how to pronounce them. And I'm from here.
Mm-hmm.
The Indian names when you come in like from New Orleans into Homer, the bayous and stuff is.
Yeah, it's like what?
Pete's Little Homestead just hit 1,000 subscribers.
Awesome, Pete! Congratulations, brother.
I hit 500. Woo!
Good job, Pete.
Oh, congratulations! Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, but tomorrow I'll be back down to 498 or something.
I know.
Yeah, I've been stuck. I got a shout out for.
That's happening to a lot of us. I think we're stuck at one number right now.
I was stuck for a while at about 800, and Mr. Brad at Hidden Harbor's Grill Out gave me a shout out and pushed me over 1,000 with it in 2 days. And
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
but what dog is that?
Mine. It's Cajun. Cajun boy. This is real.
Well, I know Rue, but the one that looked like a husky.
Yeah, it's a Siberian.
No, a Norwegian elk.
Norwegian elk hound.
Oh.
Cajun.
But
I don't think
it's a
what's the name of that dog?
Cajun.
Oh, okay.
We got it when we were in Ohio. I wanted to call it Putain, but I got shut down. There was
yeah, I can imagine that.
There was another family over there that was from Louisiana, and
doggy.
4 years old. Don't touch that, bro.
Say hi,
I would bring my dogs into the picture, but they'd ruin everything, computer, the whole nine.
He's a Norwegian elk hound.
He suffers down here in the heat.
Oh yeah.
Well, he ain't suffering right now. I promise that.
Oh no, he loves it out there. He gets out there and rolls around and.
Peanut, did you say that your dogs were or are police canine dogs?
That one right there, Delta. She is actually a Galveston County Sheriff's Department Canine Division. Well, she's a puppy, but one of her ears don't stand up straight, so they actually got rid of her because of her ears. But now both her ears stand straight. Now the other one, he's actually canine trained, but he's actually canine trained here at the house. And her, she's really not canine trained, but she is a canine dog. She's a Belgian Malinois. Okay. Not Belgium. It's a really, yeah, it's her. And she's a pain in the butt.
Pain in the butt.
She likes to chew up everything. If something's in the yard, she's gonna find it and chew it up. And she's big though. I mean, my boxer is. I don't know how big he is, but she's huge. She's she's a canine. Doesn't. Come on.
He's almost 7, and then Rue, he's.
Come on, get up.
Well, Eric said he wanted to have, always wanted to have a Saint Bernard, but like a horse, you can't feed him.
We used to have a Saint Bernard.
But she's I think 6 months old, maybe 7 months old. Wow. She's still a puppy.
She could be huge.
Oh, she's all over you, brother.
She big. Eric, get out. You big bastard. God.
Yeah,
get down.
He can't read comments right now, but Mr. Bill, Gail Southern Living sent you a sub. She just wanted to let you know. She subbed to your channel.
Oh, okay.
Down.
Thank you very much.
Go lay down. Buddy, go. Delta, go.
If anybody else wants to join, I put the link a couple times. You're more than welcome to join. Everything seems to be going good with it, so we'll try a couple more people. We can have up to 6 people in here, so it's we'll give it a shot, see how it works out. It seems like when we get more than 4 people on some of the other lives, it's kind of hard to, for everything, but we seem to be doing good with it. So if anybody else wants to join, y'all are more than welcome. Get some visit going on.
Some visit and some drinking.
The canine. We actually got a canine unit about 3 years ago here in the town I live in, and I went to school with the girl I graduated. Her husband does it, and it's pretty amazing what them dogs can do. It really is, and they've picked up a lot of stuff.
Ours can smell food.
And they're so smart. Like her, she is so smart. I got her when she was 3 months old, and now she's, I want to say 6 months old. I have to go back on my calendar. I want to say she's 6 months old, and she already knows the yard. She don't go out the yard, and any different animal or any different people come in this yard, oh, she's gonna let me know.
Good night, Mrs. Evening. Peanut, top right hand of the screen is Peanut Peppers on YouTube also. If you want to check him out. She said she knew myself and Miss Crystal, and she'd sub to Bill, Gail Southern Living. So, man, Mr. CB is going to bed. I'm trying to stay up late tonight. I slept till 5:30 this morning. I was so pumped up.
Then we went to the Waffle House.
Yeah.
It was so good.
At 5:30 in the morning?
Yeah. I've been getting up at 2:30 every morning.
Dear Lord, at 5:30 in the morning, I was looking for more covers. It was cold.
Yeah, I've been out since Monday. I've been out every day, but about 3 o'clock in the morning, I was out in the greenhouse working.
That's early.
Me.
Or late, depending on how you look at it.
Go lay down.
Go.
Go to bed at 8, 9 o'clock. When I wake up, drink me a couple cups of coffee, and I go get started.
And he leaves me 1 cup of coffee. In the
Coffee at that time.
Say again, Miss Chris?
Well,
You'll definitely
I
need
finally
coffee
got a
after
hold
that.
Always been a morning person. Whether I have coffee or not, I enjoy the coffee. I like sitting down. I don't smoke many cigarettes, but I'll smoke more cigarettes in the morning with my coffee than I do the rest of the day. I'll smoke, 4 or 5 cigarettes with my coffee, and like today, I didn't smoke another cigarette all day.
That's my wake up use.
I'm trying to quit that Cokes, and
We want Coke and Pepsi.
I like my regular Coke. Yep.
There we go.
Root beer for me.
Allen Police Department, Barnyard Chicken. Isn't that where they used to one of the places they used to show on that cop show, the live cop show?
LAPD?
No, Live PD, I think it was called. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was Allen Police Department around Dallas.
Allen Police Department. Yep.
Yeah, Barnyard Chicken has a cousin or brother that I missed it.
Cousin.
I think it's a cousin. She said that works over there. Yeah, she has a cousin that has a canine unit works over there.
Wow.
But they used to do the live PD on TV. They would watch that offshore all the time.
Oh, I remember that show.
Yeah, you'd walk in. I'd walk in from outside. They all sitting up with their feet on the desk watching. I'm like, man,
yeah,
this stuff to clean. We need to go outside and be watching TV.
I'm gonna have to say goodbye because I'm gonna go put the dog out for his last walk and put him back to bed. This is
say again, say again, Mr. Bill.
I said I gotta get going, and it's been fun. Gotta go take the dog for the last walk, and put him back to bed. And I'll catch up to you again soon.
Sounds good, brother. Thanks for stopping in. We enjoyed it.
All righty.
All right, Miss Bill. Have a good night.
Have a good evening.
Bye. Good night.
Good talking to you. You too. Have a good night. Happy everyone.
I drank Mountain Dew the other day.
Yeah,
Mountain Dew is full of sugar, Eric.
Mountain Dew's nasty.
Y'all seen that?
On the comments.
I know I see the comments, but I don't see.
Now you're acting like me with the ice chest. Now come on.
Hey. I didn't put no shrimp in the bed of my car, or trunk of my car. I'm not gonna look over there because that's just, I don't know what that is.
Oh man. So Miss Crystal, you don't have anything growing right now, right? I know you grow most of your stuff on your balcony.
Yes, unfortunately I do, but I am trying a new milkweed project. Gosh. I got them in an ice box, I guess, because they take forever to germinate. So, well, I did a video on it, and the package, if you put it in the ice box for like 2 to 4 weeks, that'll help them germinate better.
Stratify. I haven't been able to watch many videos lately. I'm so far behind on everybody's.
Hey, Danny, in my perspective, if you want to stratify them, you do that first, but you don't germinate the seeds in the ice box.
But
am I right?
I think she just has the seed packet in the ice box, correct, Miss Crystal?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. You put the seed packet or the stuff in the to stratify them in the ice box of the freezer. Mr. My Slice of Heaven, Mr. Joey, he did some walnuts, and they told him to stratify the walnuts. He needed to put them in dirt, actually, in the freezer. So he put them in some little tubs to start some walnuts for the walnut trees. He put them in some Tupperwares, covered them up, and they had to be have a little bit of moisture in them and stuff. So,
right.
Different things, you have to do them different ways to be able to stratify them.
Yeah, like garlic and onions and stuff like that. That's what I do. I stick them in the freezer for a few months and then take them out and then put them in soil and then germinate them that way.
Yeah, I've only done it twice and I've never had no issues. I've never stratified. I just heard this year in one of the videos earlier in the season when people were starting to plant, I'm saying that they were stratifying the garlic.
Yeah. That's the way I do mine. I'll stick mine. I got some in there right now, just sitting there. Not really going to use them. I'm just going to use them in cooking.
Oh, you're not going to plant it?
What Rob said. Rob the shrimp.
Oh.
Well, I enjoyed being up here with you guys as well.
Thank you, Miss Crystal. Bye.
You leaving?
No problem.
Sister, you leaving?
Yeah, I think I'm about to leave. I don't know. Maybe thinking some other people may want a chance,
Okay.
You're welcome to stay, Miss Crystal. Oh, gee.
Yeah, it's a new project I started this year. I just put them in a plastic bag. I sprayed them with water, and I put them on a paper towel, and then I put them in a container in an ice box. That's the milkweed I'm talking about.
What do you do with milkweed? That's not anything I'm familiar with.
Okay, no problem. I could tell you that as well. It's something that the monarch butterflies. I don't know if you're familiar with those, but they come all the way from Mexico, and then they're lay their caterpillar eggs on the milkweed, and then the caterpillars will hatch and eat the milkweed because that's the only plant that they can eat because a lot of people are cutting it down, so they're trying to save the monarchs.
You talked about that in some of your earlier videos during the summertime, I think.
Yeah, right? I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm a bad memory, but
That's okay.
Well, I remember that after you started talking about it, but I haven't had much time to watch videos at all the last couple of weeks. I'm so far behind on my videos. I feel ashamed about it. I really do. It's
busy.
We're trying to make a push right now, trying to be able to get the greenhouses ready to plant, middle of February. And we're going to be close to having them done by the time, by the middle of February when I have to leave to go back to work.
Okay.
It's close. It really is. It's taking a lot longer painting the buckets and a lot of the things I thought, maybe a half a day is turning into 3 days. And the amount of time I was planning on spraying them with a paint gun, the buckets, and I've been using paint cans, so that takes longer. And
you gonna do what?
With the buckets for the with the buckets in the greenhouse for the hydroponic stuff, you want to paint them so that the sun doesn't get in, because if the sun can get in, it creates algae in the perlite and everything. The algae eats the nutrients and stuff, takes it away from the tomato plants that have in them. So we paint them black on the outside, and then I'm going to go back and put another coat of white paint on the outside of the black to where it reflects the sun, to where it doesn't absorb the heat because of the temperatures we have during the summertime. So I have
our summertime. Whew.
Yeah, I have 160 buckets that I'm painting right now. Right at it. Basically 83-gallon buckets and 85-gallon buckets.
Lord.
Elijah Dobkin stopped in. He said he was live channel surfing, came for the lady, stayed for the beard. Keto with Jess, how you doing?
She's in here too.
She just came in. Miss Crystal, I don't know if you can see. Primal Cajun says, awesome for growing milkweed. Most people don't know monarch butterflies like it. Or like ducks, they fly south for the winter and come and go back to Mexico.
Oh wow! Oh, I see that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I've been doing it for like the last several years.
I posted the link again if anyone wants to join in.
Well, Keto said hello, but I don't know how to tell her hi back.
Just say hi.
Yeah,
hello, Keto.
Yeah, you live, Peanut. That's all you got to do. Or if you click in the bottom where it says post a comment, you click your cursor or your pointer in there, and then you type it.
Look, I'm just now learning how to do this.
Just say hi. They can hear you.
Hi.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Hi, everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hi. Look, there she is. Hello.
Hello. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Pretty good.
Hey.
Hi. I'm glad to see Cajun Hydroponics' other half up there today.
So once a month we try to do one together.
Hi. I'm glad to see.
That's all right.
What are you drinking?
There.
White Claw.
Oh dear Lord! I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Bye.
Bye, Peanut.
No, I'm loud.
I always forget to turn the mic off when I come over to everybody else's live stream, and then
That's no worries. I was just giving you a hard time about it. It's not an issue. We're not talking about anything specific tonight. Like most nights, we're just visiting. Anything you want to talk about?
Except I watched one of her videos today. She made some keto spaghetti noodles.
Egg noodles.
yeah.
Yeah, egg, whatever you want to call them things. They're noodles. Look pretty good though.
Peanut, I'm with you. You know, when I went to Ohio, they're talking about all these different kind of noodles and everything. I'm like, it's spaghetti noodles. Well, no, you can make them like this. You can make them. What you put them on? Well, basically spaghetti. So they're spaghetti noodles. Just I'm fine with it. Good.
It's just the same as like you put your shrimp in the ice box or you put the shrimp in the trunk. It's the same.
No, Lord, no. That's not the same thing. It's not totally different.
It gets home the same kind of way. So.
No.
But then it's distinct.
Distinct.
Cajun Hydroponics. What does your wife go by?
The queen.
The queen. Danny's queen. I call her my queen.
I remember somebody told me that and I couldn't remember, so I couldn't remember to address you. But your husband said that you were from Zanesville, Ohio.
Yes.
So that's only like 30 minutes away from where I'm at now.
Okay.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
Where are you from?
I am on the other side of Nashport, in between Nashport and Marne.
You know where it's at?
No.
No.
I heard of Nashport, but yeah.
I'm in a tiny hick town, just way out in the boonies.
That was the best parts of Ohio for me.
You know anyone from my area? Or no?
Not really. I don't
Heck,
talk.
I don't even know where Ohio is.
I had no clue. Everybody asked me like, "What part of Ohio are you staying in?" I'm like, "On the West Virginia border."
It's up there somewhere.
Yeah.
See, we don't have shrimp, so I don't have to worry about having a nice chef. So there you go.
No, quit! Stop with the shrimp. That's
Peanut. Wait, you want to hear a story? The first time we came down and visited, when we left and went back, We brought some shrimp with us. My stepdad had just went trolling, so it was fresh. It wasn't 2 weeks old. We got back to Ohio. We put it in the freezer and everything. It was frozen. We got up there. We put it in the freezer. About 2 days later, she took it out to start defrosting it. She calls me. She's like, "I need to throw this away." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "The shrimp's not. It's not right. There's something wrong with it. It's spoiled or something." I said, "Why you say that?" She's like, "Well, it's white. It's not red like the ones we have up here." I'm like,
oh dear Lord, no.
Yeah. She was like, "Don't you throw it away? That's fresh."
We're from Ohio. What do you expect?
Yeah, it's
Oh dear Lord.
I know now.
Oh God.
Do you guys know what?
It's not red like we buy from the store.
Do you know what prongs are?
I've heard of them. They do catch them out here from time to time.
Yeah.
Well,
From time to time.
the reason I ask is I found 2 years ago in Lancaster, Ohio, there's a prong farmer there, and he grows the prongs in his ponds, and then every September he harvests them. So that's how I'm able to get shrimp, but they're really not shrimp.
They kind of are. They just look really, really not like shrimp, but they are shrimp. Because like Danny said, we do get them from time to time over here.
Yeah, they don't sell them off the boats. Most of the time when they catch them, they'll sell them directly to the shrimp houses around here.
Oh my God, they're not red.
Hey,
I know now. That was almost 10 years ago.
They're not red.
Gonna be my next
What happened? The
giant shrimp.
The giant shrimps. The thing about the queen, when I got divorced from my first wife, all of our friends within about 2 years, everybody was divorced. So every time we'd start dating somebody new, it was kind of a running joke. "Oh, who's your queen now?" Because it always seemed to be somebody we all knew, wasn't going to be around for a long time. So,
welcome to small town.
It kind of, when I brought Sheena back the first time, they're like, "Well, who's this queen?" Brought her back from Ohio with me to visit. And I'm like, "Well, she's staying. This is the one, she's staying." And they're like, "Yeah, right." So it just, it kind of stayed with it, stuck with it like that. That's why I call her my queen. It's a joke at the time. So
He stuck with me.
yeah.
Shrimp and all.
There you go.
But yeah, that's how the queen thing came around.
I'm never gonna let you down for that.
What did you say?
I'm never gonna let you down for that.
Okay.
It's a learning.
Just throw it in the trunk. Who cares?
Pink shrimp, white shrimp, just throw it in the trunk.
This shrimp is no good. It's not red. What the hell?
It would take me like a quart bag. It would take me like 5 hours to peel a quart bag of shrimp. I'm like, I need to start like the day before. Like, you need to help me like peel this shrimp because it's.
I bet you're good at it now, huh?
Yeah.
She's better at it. We talked earlier that that's what we're laughing about. One of my friends, her son went trolling, and they were selling it at their bait shop. So I sent her over there to pick up 35 pounds of it, and they basically put it in a crawfish sack or a potato sack. And when she got there, she didn't bring. I just told her to go pick it up. She didn't bring an ice chest or anything like that with her. So she had a sheet in the back. She put it on the back of the car. Back of the car.
Just put it back there. Who gives a damn?
The guy was like, "You don't have an ice chest?" I'm like, "No, I didn't know I need one."
Okay. The microwave one?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yep.
I make his plate, Rob. He does not make my plate.
Not no more. She don't. She used to.
Don't listen to anything Danny tells you because that's.
Oh, now y'all are getting complacent in that. That's like you got to get up and feed your own
I'm gonna
self.
jump off now. It was fun.
Thank you, Miss Crystal. Thank you.
All right, Miss Crystal. Bye, sister.
Bye, brother. Y'all take care.
You too.
Okay, nice to meet you. Yeah.
It was nice to meet you too, Crystal.
Anyone can jump in and
Yep.
tell us your shrimpy stories.
No, nobody else tell us no shrimping stories. We've heard enough about the shrimping stories.
I'm gonna give him a heart attack.
Now, aren't you in healthcare? Did I hear you were in healthcare?
I work for
CNA.
hospice.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was
Oh wow, that is beautiful.
I was at STNA for 20 years, and I think I remember a video where you said you were in healthcare or hospice. Or something.
Yeah, I did like nursing home work for 11 years. I've been with hospice about 2.5 years now.
Did you do nursing home work when you were in Zanesville?
Yes.
Where did you work?
I'll email you.
Okay. Yeah, because I used to work in Zanesville, so yeah, that's kind of cool.
Okay, yeah. I'll email you.
We're talking about Idaho or Ohio or wherever it's cold as all get out.
But yeah, I worked there, and
the cool thing about it is she makes friends with a lot of the people she's taking care of.
Oh yeah.
And they get to the point where they're not eating anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been about 2 years now since we left the property. We had 80 blackberry plants over there, and we made close to 200 jars of blackberries, blackberry preserves. But we did it a quarter less sugar and more blackberry juice when we made it and cooked it longer, and it just has a totally different flavor than anything that the people sell around here. And she'll bring it to them, and when they quit eating and everything, she'll bring it, and the faces and the excitement they have from eating stuff like that. It's really,
That's awesome. Yeah.
It's special. It really is. It's the I like it. I like the blackberries and stuff, but it's hard. It's getting harder and harder to find stuff like that, especially for the older people. They don't get out much, and
yeah,
the point that where they're at whenever she starts taking care of them.
Yeah.
Well, hey, brother, I got wild blackberries growing all around here, all around my property.
Oh no, I was picking blackberries the size of my thumb.
Wow.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, I had bought. I had set it up. I had 80 plants at the property, and we did well. We actually, the freezer went out, and we had 22 gallons of juiced blackberries in the freezer that we hadn't had a chance to make blackberry jelly with yet.
I see you. Jess.
I got it. I'm reading it.
Red Silo Homestead, how's it going? Good to see you.
Yeah, y'all see all that crap.
You're on Facebook, Jess?
Yeah.
We've been working. I think by the time I'm finished painting all my buckets in the garage, all my dragon fruits are gonna have a good coating of paint on them.
It's under Jessica Myers Bowen.
Okay.
Oh dear Lord, your name is the same as my ex-wife.
What?
You guys got something you need to tell us?
No, she just her hairdo, her eyebrows, her eye color, her jacket, everything looks just like my ex-wife, and my ex-wife's name is Jessica.
It might be.
But she lives in Texas.
Jeff, what's up, Jeff? Jeff, you'd be so proud of me. I watered all the plants today without him telling me.
Nice.
Hey Dan, how's it going, brother?
Yeah.
Y'all getting some cool weather heading y'all way also? Don't grab him like that.
Well, she was scratching me.
Oh.
Look. Kitty, 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 kitty. Just trying to get her to eat the bug.
How's it going, Jeff?
It's going. I just got rid of my tomato plant. I had to dump my tote. I'm going to start over. It didn't show any signs of improvement. So,
did you water it?
it's in a whole bucket of water. It's 27 gallons. So,
You put too much.
Right? I gave it too much love.
Yeah. You only water it maybe once a week and it thrives.
Yes.
Learn from me.
All right, I'll try.
No, don't. Don't.
Hey, she's doing a better job than you. You're over there always at work. She's always taking care of the plants.
She did do a really good job this winter. I mean, this spring with everything while I was at work.
I gotta show it off.
You're gonna show that off? They almost lost to nobody.
Almost. They won. There's a win in the column.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I mean, you're gonna celebrate anything after 25 years.
You know it.
I was like that as a Saints fan, brother.
A W is a W.
That's right.
Got that right.
10 years from now, they're only gonna know they won. Nobody's gonna know the score.
Yep.
Too bad
No,
you don't come out second place.
Right.
Gonna lose to the Saints.
Oh no.
Oh.
We both got to get there first, so let's take it one step at a time.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have a better showing tomorrow than you guys did.
Well, you never know. We didn't play like we did the last 2 weeks either. So
yeah, we've been kicked out of the playoffs the last 3 years in the first round, and it a couple times was cheated on out of it, but yeah, I don't want to rehash those memories. I didn't even want to watch football this year.
Well, we got that bad call too, right? That was a fumble. I'm sorry. That was a fumble.
Nope.
Oh, yes, it was.
The guy, he was on the ground before he got up.
Yeah, he was on the ground, but nobody touched him. So he can get up.
His knee was still on the ground when he started to get up. Yes.
If you see the two different angles, the one angle clearly showed the dude was waiting for him to get up. He didn't touch him yet.
He did.
No.
Eric said Eric's mad at you. He says that your Bills beat his Colts.
Well, I'm sorry, Eric. I don't dislike the Colts, but you know, if it was anybody else, I would have rooted for the Colts.
Until they played the Bills.
Right.
Oh man. How's the weather out there treating you?
Actually, it's cold. It's 30, 28 degrees, but there's no snow still.
That's good.
Okay, you went from 30 to 20 degrees. I mean, that's a big difference.
28, what is it today? 28, 30 degrees? It's 31 right now.
31? That's not bad.
No.
Oh.
What do you mean it's not bad?
For up here, it's not bad. It's good.
They don't have.
I'm talking to Danny. What do you mean it's not bad? That's cold.
They don't have no humidity up there, Peanut. It doesn't feel like it does over here. It really, it's a lot better whenever. For their 20 degrees is probably like our 40. You know, the humidity hurts with it.
I've been to Maryland during the summertime, and it's cold even during the summertime. During the day it wasn't so bad, but at nighttime, oh man, dude, it got cold.
You know, our we changed the forecast changed for us. We were supposed to have 3 days at 30 degrees in the next 8 days, and it changed. We're only going to have one now. So,
just one. That's just one.
As far as down here, it changed for us over here. You know, y'all might be a little bit closer to the being closer to I-10. It might be a little bit different, but as far as right here in town, it only shows one. But I'm still waiting. I'm not gonna put no plants in the greenhouse. I'm gonna hold off.
I'm keeping everything in the grow room, brother.
I won't be able to keep everything in the grow room and over here. It's gonna be ridiculous.
All your guys' like grow room and hydroponic rooms and stuff like that, they just blow me out of the water. I'm like, what the heck?
I can't wait to have the greenhouse. I mean, we had one before, but this one should be set up a little bit better. It should be easier to work. My stepdad still grows in the old greenhouse at the property, hydroponic. This one should be a little bit easier, but the two we have over here should be a little bit more easier to grow, more user friendly, and shouldn't have the issues we had before, hopefully.
Yeah.
And the thing about the grow room, my grow room is can control the heat, the lights, everything else. It's inside the house. Now it does get dirty because it's a grow room, but hey, it's a grow room.
And that's we took down the dining room table because we don't eat at it. We eat at the breakfast table in the house, and we took out the dining room table to be able to put everything in there this year, just to be able to give it out. Have the room to be able to grow stuff. Next year we'll be growing in the greenhouses, starting the videos and everything.
Yeah, I need to learn those. I wish I could afford a greenhouse. I definitely need to get one of those because I live in a mobile home, so I don't really have much room to grow inside.
You need to look into that NRCS.
Yeah, I wrote that down.
Yeah,
I need to do some research on that.
It's if they're still doing it, it's a really good process. It normally takes between a year to 2 years. Like if you apply right now, they're giving out the grants for the people that applied last year.
Okay.
They're getting ready to, but you can get in and get the process started, get all the paperwork. Some people actually get approved for it, and then they can't go through with it.
Yeah.
So the last time I applied, that's how I got approved. But I ended up, in between getting approved for it, I had already decided to leave the property, so I had to turn it down. So it didn't work out for me, and you can't take it like I had gotten approved for it at the property. I couldn't take it from the property and move it over here because it's the government. They have it at that place. They actually do GPS coordinates where it's at.
Oh, wow.
Phil's saying NRCS is only commercial right now. He read, but it still doesn't hurt to call and check them out. See about it. Red Solo Homestead, you said need to put up a video. You have a greenhouse? I missed what y'all were talking about. Dan said they can be at 36 tonight. Dan must be right on the same line as us right here in Louisiana. The thing about a greenhouse, once you get one, it's addicting. It really is. It's never. Everybody tells you whatever size greenhouse you decide you want to get twice the size because you're still going to want another one that's twice the size of your first one.
Yeah, I think that it would be addicting because right now I have like a small shelf with a grow light over it.
Mm-hmm.
But I can only put like 6 plants there. There's not much space at all. And I have a lemon tree that is, I don't know, it's probably about 3 foot tall right now. This lemon tree that I grew from a seed from the store.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, and then I have my 2 aloe plants and my stevia plant, and that's it. That's all the room I have for room for. So when I start my seedlings and stuff, it's like really tough.
What they call the little hot boxes? You ever tried that or thought about that? They put them outside. It's basically like you just put a glass top on it, frame the sides in with wood, and fill it up with dirt to be able to start your seedlings and stuff in it. And maybe put a heat lamp or something inside of it to be able to radiate extra heat at night.
That's a good idea.
I actually did it the first year I was growing in the country. We did it on the side of a shop we had, built it. It actually worked pretty good. Just planted everything, we blocked off with strings to show what we had in different areas of it.
Yeah.
We planted everything in the ground and we went and dug it up. Basically, we left from there, dug them up out of the little hot box and brought them out in the pasture and planted everything.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Two of the best tools I have is a hook and crook hoe and a standing plant planter when I was working at the property. The standing plant planter is amazing. You stand up, it's a pipe with it has a flap on the end. You stick it in the ground, you squeeze the handle and it opens up and you drop your plant down. It's amazing. There's no bending over whenever if your dirt's right, there's no bending over whenever you plant it.
I definitely need that.
Roll with it. It's like we plant 100 plants in 10, 15 minutes. That's bad, especially if you have somebody holding and giving you the plants, you can just stick it in the ground, squeeze, drop, stick it in the ground.
That's my job.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Well, I don't know if I've told you guys, but I blew my discs in my back. That's why I'm not working anymore.
Okay.
But so it's really hard for me to plant, and get down there and do all that.
Well, the standing plant is really good for that. And the hook and crook hoe, it's a weird design on it. You'd have to look it up. I can't even try to explain it, but it works really well with working around the plants and everything. It's not a standard hoe, that you'd be working with to be able to clean the grass and everything with it around.
Yeah.
They're both around $100 to get it, but everybody I've told about it, they get it. The 5 people I've told that actually got it, they wouldn't want to be without the hook and crook.
Hey, one thing I've seen since you got a hurt back and everything, I don't know where I seen it at or whatnot, but get you a dowel rod and go and put you some holes in the ground. And you take a PVC pipe and you just stick your seed in the PVC pipe and let it go down into each hole.
Yep.
That way there you don't have to bend over or anything.
Yeah.
Just
That works also. They actually have a little machine you could buy, like the standing plant that you use the regular plants to put in. They have one that you could use to drop the seeds in also.
Yeah.
It's neat.
You hurt your back doing nursing?
Yeah. I was in the business for 20 years.
Yeah.
And I specialized in Alzheimer and dementia.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it was just wear and tear. I blew my discs in 2017, and then I was released to go back to work again. And in 2019, I blew the exact same discs again.
Damn.
My daughter's grandma, she worked in the nursing homes way before they had like lifts and all that. And she just made 50 years old, had 2 hip replacements. Then she had work done on her knees from lifting all these people and stuff with no lifts, no nothing, so.
I can't imagine doing it back then.
And see, like now, I mean, I work for hospice. I do 1 patient at a time. I go to their house. I do whatever they need me to do, their bath, whatever, and I just go to the next one. I don't have 20 people I need to take care of at one time. So,
yeah, I wish I was smart enough to get into hospice.
Well, it kind of like worked out. We had some things going on around here, their babysitter and everything, and I knew a nurse from the nursing home. She would come see patients there, and I would sell her vegetables and eggs, and I knew her for 3 years that I worked there, and then it just so happened someone had quit, so I just kind of got into it, but I love it.
There's a question for you, Jess, about your back. Have you used a TENS unit for your back or tried a TENS unit?
Yeah, I do all kinds of stuff. I actually am still in physical therapy, and they use the TENS unit on me. They do needling on my back, which is crazy. I have a video on that too, where they were putting the needles in my back. It's horrible. And then I also do chiropractic, and they put me on like this medieval stretcher thing, and it just like stretches your spine. I do all kinds of stuff.
But people don't, I mean, our job is strenuous. It's physical, mental. It's a lot sometimes.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I didn't know when to give up. Like, I love my residents. They're my family. And I was taking care of the same residents that were, a couple of them had been there for 20 years, just like me.
Yeah.
And I couldn't just leave them. I couldn't. And so I just kept doing it.
Yeah. And that's like, we get so attached to them. We see them every day. We take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
We know more than their family does sometimes,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
One day and then they're like, okay, this.
It's hard to do the job and not get attached. If you can do the job and not get attached, you're not doing a very good part of your job.
Yeah. And that used to make me so mad because when I first started, I was only 17. And that's like the first thing they like try to pound in your head. Don't get attached. Don't cry in front of them. Don't. Yeah. It's like, how do you not get attached?
And I go to like all their funerals if I can. If I'm not working, I go to their funerals. Even still to this day, there's some that I took care of their spouse or whatever, and they still reach out to me. We still meet up for lunch. We still do this. They send Christmas cards. That's
right.
what the kids are doing. It's they're my family now.
Right. Do you watch the obituaries all the time?
Yeah.
She's been in like 5 or 6 of them. They talked about Sheena at the end taking care of them, and
yeah, they mentioned me like personally, not just the company I work for.
Yeah.
And some of them, like with hospice, like they have to meet a certain criteria to be considered hospice appropriate, and sometimes they get better, which is awesome. So we have to discharge them, and they'll ask if I will come
on her time off.
On my time off to take care of them. And I'm like, I can't. I don't.
Yeah.
I get that all the time. Do you sit? Do you do this? No. I mean, I have a family.
Yeah.
She does it to have something to do because she's not a good stay-at-home person all the time.
I can't.
It's
I'm not a stay-at-home person.
Yeah, it doesn't work out well when she stays home all the time. So that's basically why she's working.
Well, I feel you on that, because like 20 years of taking care of all those people all the time, having something to do, and then I hurt my back, and now I'm like,
what do you do?
Huh?
And now it's like, what do you do?
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm so used to helping people and giving that love and that care, I'm like, I want to help people, but how am I going to do that stuck at home? And then I just was like, I've done keto for 8 years. And I'm like, well, I guess I can teach people how to do keto on YouTube.
Yeah. And I like spending time with her. I'm away from the house a lot with my job. So
yeah.
I like spending my older kids, they're like, well, why you don't let her go to the gym anymore? And I said, she can go when she wants, but if she asks me, I'm going to tell her I like her being home, especially lately since the first of the year, she's been getting back and later, and the hours she's working is a little bit more than she was earlier with it, especially with the little dude started school. She's having to start a little bit later because he doesn't go to school till 8. She's starting at 8 now instead of 7 because he doesn't get on the bus till right at 8. So it pushes everything back. So it's only an hour. No, it's an hour and a half to 2 hours because she gets over there and then she visits and everything, and she gets back at 7, 8 o'clock at night. And it's I like spending time with my wife. If she wants to go, I'm not going to stop her. But if she asks me, I'm going to tell her I don't care if she goes to the gym or not. That's her.
Yeah. Well, you guys, I'm going to have to get off here. I have another live at 10:20, but I seen that you were on and the Queen was on. So I wanted to stop in and say hi and introduce myself. So
again, thank you. What live are you going to next?
I'm sorry?
What live are you going to next? Is it yours or?
It's my live Micro Farmers coming on.
Okay, cool. We might shut down and go over there and check y'all out.
All right. We'll see you later. Nice meeting you.
Thanks for stopping by. Good seeing you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Jeff, you see my tattoo, boy?
I did see it, yes.
She's proud of that tattoo.
I surprised him and he didn't know. And
I was sleeping. I didn't even see it this morning.
He didn't get mad at me.
No. Red Silo Homestead. I see. You were talking about a greenhouse, and you worried about it. 40 to 50 mile an hour winds. We have the ones we had stayed with the hurricanes. We had 0 issues with them. But it is an actual greenhouse. It's not a PVC greenhouse, and it withstood the hurricanes we got this year good. I was very scared. Especially the last hurricane that hit us. We had 65 mile an hour winds for, I think it was right at 10 hours straight. And it held up well. I'd have been worried about the buckets if I'd have had buckets in it. I'd have to go ratchet strap them down.
It's too much wind.
It's a lot. It is. Hopefully it's another 10, 12 years before we see that again.
Yeah.
So what you gonna do, Jeff? You gonna plant another? You got some more seeds started for your buckets that didn't work out well, or?
Yeah, I started some more Dasher 2s because I really want to get those growing because I want to try those. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the other toad. I'm probably gonna empty all 3 that I have and start them all fresh. So I'll put 2 Dasher 2s and maybe. I mean, I'd like to get a tomato going. I just don't know if I have enough time now.
I mean, you'll still be able to grow even though you're growing outside. You'll still be able to grow a tomato plant down there, right?
Yeah, I could let it grow. Yeah, I could let it grow and just have early tomatoes.
Yeah.
So I'll pick something. I got to see because I want to stick with a dwarf type tomato for down there because I've done a big beef tomato, and I mean it grew up to the rafters. I mean I can't keep the lights that high.
Right. Jason, as far as the greenhouse, you're probably going to end up with the same issues. It's just going to cost you more with the panels. The panels, the polycarbonate panels don't really work any better to stop the hail than the plastic. You might want to look into possibly getting a shade cloth, but a very minimal shade cloth to be able to help. That could possibly help prevent the hail from going completely through. Or there's actually, go ahead. That's good.
I was gonna say even set up a tarp or something like that you can just pull over quick if you know something's coming.
They actually make like a 20 mil plastic for the greenhouse, and it has woven fibers through it, and it's supposed to work the same, but oh my god, it's ungodly expensive, and it's like there's like a 10-year warranty on it, but it's I looked at it when I was doing the greenhouse, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. In fact, the next time I change the plastic on the greenhouse, I'm going to start going back with the plastic from the local nursery and change it every year. It's too easy to do it for $20. You know, what I have invested in the plastic right now, if a hurricane comes, I have to take it off anyway, or cut it off, and or there's a good possibility where the hurricane's at that I'll have to take it off or cut it off. So I'd rather go with the cheaper plastic, probably $20. I'd be, if there's no holes in it, I can cover all 3 of my greenhouses.
That's not bad.
No. So, if I can make my 4 years with the plastic I have, is guaranteed for 4 years. If I can make the 4 years, I'll be happy. If not, I'll be going with the cheaper plastic and replacing it every year. I'm getting pretty good at it. The last time it only took me like 35 minutes to put the second layer, on the second greenhouse. It only took me about 35 minutes to put the plastic on.
That's not bad. Yeah, I would think that'd be a pain in the neck to put that on there.
Oh, it's not easy. There's a lot of laddering up and down, but I have a ladder on each side. I don't need to move the ladder from one side to the other, back and forth. So I have one ladder on one side and one ladder on the other side, and I'm able to do it like that. Now, if I'd have had the whole 34 by 60 covered like I was initially planning on doing, it would have been a lot. It wouldn't be no 30-minute project. That'd probably be a 3 to 4 hour project trying to get it, because you got to pull it, and stretch it and make sure everything, have the ripples and all that in it. But as far as with the 14-foot 6 by 34s, it really rolls through. It doesn't take long at all.
You guys can join in and see my beautiful face.
They can see you without joining in.
But yeah, they can join in.
She's drunk.
You been drinking that White Claw?
Hey.
Second one.
Third
one.
Fourth
that
one.
explains it.
Yeah, we probably going to plant some seeds tomorrow, Jeff. Like we talked.
That means I'm going to plant the seeds.
Ask her how many seeds she's planted so far.
How many seeds have you planted?
None.
None.
Danny's done it all. Danny's done it all.
I watered them today.
A week late.
No.
Just because I made you think she don't have to do it no more, because I say I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm going to do it.
So I don't have to do it.
She don't have to. But
so the next question is, have you been tapping those tomato flowers?
I have.
Me and Cole shook them. In the video, we shook them.
No.
Did you shake them, or did he shake them? And you're part of the we, even though he did it.
Yeah, that's how it is.
No, we did it together. Me and Cole did it together.
4 months ago, she decided she liked doing YouTube with me. So this is our channel now. After the 2.5 years, 3 years, I've been playing with it back and forth.
Oh yeah.
But no, it's been fun, man. Good God, 2 hours already. It's flown by.
Yeah.
Jessica says she has a pajama party on Wednesday nights. It's girls only from at 11:30. 11:30?
Who's Jessica?
Jessica, the home keto.
Oh, Jess.
At 11:30?
You shouldn't be saying that on here.
That's late.
Well, you old. That's why. 11:30. Yeah, we'll be starting the 300 seeds tomorrow, Jeff. We're gonna start some Amelia seeds, some big beef seeds, a couple of each of the tomato seeds that you sent me. And I'm pretty well, and I have some Pete, anytime you want to come up, buddy, anytime you're more than welcome to come up and visit with us. I know you've been having some issues, but I hope your upgrade works out well for you and you're able to come up. But anybody's welcome, Pete. You're especially anytime. But yeah, we're gonna be doing the all of that. Phil Grocrow, he sent me some shit. If you're complaining about on a weekend at 11 o'clock's late, you old. Phil sent me some picas. It's a paste tomato. He uses it to make salsa and stuff. He showed it in his videos. He's doing really well. So I have a class Monday. I'm going to be possibly running to his house after the class, depending on what time I get out. And I'm going to go take some cuttings off of it. It's supposed to be a determinate, semi-determinate, depending where you read it. But I want to take some cuttings off of it, put it in the hydroponics to see how it does. It might only grow 18 inches, put out one flush of tomatoes and be done with, or it might make a decent plant and make a whole bunch of tomatoes, just like the original plant did.
Right.
I've never suckered a determinate variety of tomato to see what it would do. So
I haven't either.
I'm pretty excited about it. They're still alive. He's doing well with them. He's still got quite a few tomatoes on them. They're not turning because there's not enough light for them to be able to turn. So yeah, I'm gonna go get me a few cuttings off of it and see what it does.
Nice. Yeah, those lemon ice tomatoes I sent you, remember, those are dwarf tomatoes, so they're only gonna get 3-4 feet tall.
I'm gonna have to write that down. But I'm probably gonna end up keeping the dwarf tomatoes. I'll probably end up keeping them in the grow tent for now.
You're an alcoholic. Look at this.
Why are you showing everybody? Look
at this.
You heard that?
This is what he's drinking. I don't even know what.
Bring me a shot back. Quit being cuckoo. You see what I got to deal with, Jeff?
Yeah, I bet. I don't think I've ever grown any determinate tomatoes. They've all been indeterminate.
I've grown Romas and a couple different determinate varieties when I was out at the property. I like to be able to, plant a whole bunch and be able to pick a little bit at a time throughout the whole growing season. I don't want to plant a whole bunch and then be like overwhelmed in a 2 to 3 week period getting quitted. Get overwhelmed with a whole bunch of tomatoes all at once, for a 2 to 3 week period, and then you're stuck with not having none the rest of the summer.
Yeah, luckily last year when I had so many tomato plants, I had some of them, they started fruiting and ripening a little bit earlier, and some of them went a little bit later.
Right.
Just because of the variety. So it worked out okay. I mean, I got big flushes of tomatoes, but I still had a lot on there for later down the line. So it worked out okay.
It worked out great.
Yeah.
That, and I don't know. As far as the hydroponics, I've never found anything besides the big beef that really did well. Some of them, they made some really good tomatoes, but they didn't put out many of the real good tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? They had issues, the mildew and different things would get them, where the big beefs, they just keep kicking,
Yeah, I had some plants that I actually, because I had so many plants in that bed, I couldn't get to the back ones.
Right.
I don't think I ever got one tomato off of 2 or 3 of them plants.
The Red Silo saying he suckered last year for the tomatoes, took forever for them to ripen. I've never had that issue with it. This year in the raised beds, we're going to be suckering all the tomatoes. They're all going to be single stem, just like I do in the greenhouse. And I'm really looking forward to see how it works. But we've never had issues with them not turning red. What we end up actually doing is, if we want tomatoes like at a certain point and they're taking their times, we take them, pick them when they start to blush, put them in a box with a couple bananas, and in a day and a half, 2 days, they are super red and taste amazing. You see what the question from Dan, Jeff?
Yeah. So the tomatoes indoors are determined. So no, I don't. I believe those the lemon ice. Well, the one I was growing, I just yanked it out tonight. But I believe those are indeterminate as well. They do only get 3 to 4 feet tall, but they keep producing.
I think it is. I think it's called a semi-determinate.
It might be. Yeah, it might be semi-determinate.
Yeah. They'll produce for about they'll ripen over about a 4 to 5 week period. Most of them, the dwarf tomatoes.
Yeah, they took a long time to actually get going this year for some reason, but I got a bunch of tomatoes off of them, and they're a yellow tomato.
I'm looking forward to trying them. I really am. I'm really excited about trying all the different tomatoes. And it'd be cool if I can grow a couple of the dwarfs in the house, because not only will we be able to eat them, but we'll be able to save a lot of the seeds from them.
Yeah.
Self-pollinate them or keep them separated. Is going to be, there won't be bees or anything to pollinate. So when they pollinate, we'll know what's pollinating them.
Right. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I grow downstairs. Like I said in that last video, I like to try a new variety of something so that I know if I really want to grow it outdoors or not. And then I could actually save seeds from that as well indoors, because I know they're not cross-pollinated.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do right now with the Camparis. We were running short on Campari seeds, the actual Campari seeds I got from Rob. I did get a few more from him, about another 30 seeds, but that's why we're only growing Campari in the grow tent this year, to where I want to save up a bunch of seeds, especially if they taste like the original variety that he gave me. It's just, it's a smaller tomato. It's a big cherry tomato, but the flavor of it's amazing.
Yeah. See, now, Eric, most of mine are indeterminate when I grow outdoors. And the only problem that I see with that is, once I plant, if I fill that bed with tomatoes, it's tomatoes for the whole season.
Right.
I can't, it's not like a determinate. If I grew more determinate ones, I could actually plant them, harvest them, and then maybe get a fall crop in. But when fall's coming up, since they're indeterminate, I still have a ton of green tomatoes on there that I hope turn red. And if not, then I pick green. But that's the only thing that I've noticed. I mean, we actually do grow mostly indeterminate. At least I do.
Yeah, I try to grow indeterminate. Even if I'm going to let it bush out and do the same thing as a determinate. Pete, good night, brother. Have a good one. We'll probably see y'all over at Jess's in a little bit.
Good night, Pete.
Red Silo Homestead. I've watched videos in red. It says actually putting the tomatoes on the windowsill. Actually, the sun, after you pick them to help them turn, actually reduces the sugar content and the flavor in the tomatoes if they're blushing and you're trying to get them to turn. It says it's better to actually put them in a lightly sunny area. You don't want to put them in high sun whenever you're getting them done. So you might want to try it. But as far as putting them in a box or a brown paper bag with a couple bananas, amazing. It really is. It shocked me.
Yeah, I do the brown paper bag.
With the banana?
Well, I haven't done a banana in there. Even with a brown paper bag, they seem to ripen just by themselves. But I heard they do faster with like a banana. Some people said an apple. I've never.
It's a gas that the fruit puts off when it's decomposing. That you don't want a green banana when you do it. You want a ripe banana.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rose, Gordon, good. How you doing, Rose? The white is the bleaching from the sun. The tomato might not have started to blush. The issue which you have when you pull tomatoes, if they don't start to blush or start to turn when you put them on the windowsill or something like that, they might not ever turn. They have to have the enzyme in them. What?
Ethylene.
Ethylene. Oh,
that's the gas. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the gas that it uses to help turn it. But it has to have the enzyme in the tomato for it to be able to want to continue to turn red. If it doesn't have that, it's just easier to eat it green.
Yeah, see, that happens to me every year. I always get green tomatoes just because they keep producing, and then the weather turns so fast that they're just green.
We had the in the old greenhouse, we had the troughs that we were using, and it worked well to a point. And what ended up happening, we only used it 1 year. What ended up happening, we had a big rain, the tank collapsed. We just had a complete failure. But the plants were up at about 7 feet tall. We didn't prune them or anything like that, and we must have had 400 to 500 green tomatoes, you know, between baseball size and softball size. None of them had started to blush yet. So Pop actually put them out on the seeds, the plant table that we had put on the south side of the greenhouse to start all the plants. Not one of them turned. They all ended up bleaching themselves, turning white. They just wasn't at that point yet to be able to start turning. It's the I got away from the chat for a little while now. It's hard to get back to reading it. Yeah, Eric said he grew a patio tomato. That's what it was listed. They bought it from somewhere, and he said it was an amazing. It grew and produced until the frost outside of this place. I know.
Determinate.
Say again.
It says he said it was determinate.
Yeah, it was. That's what the tag told. It said it was a determinate, but it kept producing. It was probably a semi-determinate, but it kept producing and doing well. And they didn't all, turn red at one time. We talked about it every time we talked during the summertime. He was like, "It's still producing. It's still growing. It's amazing."
I posted a link again if anyone wants to join in.
I'm starting to get tired of talking. I ain't stopped.
Yeah, I got to start figuring out when I'm going to be starting all my seeds for outdoors. See if I get another. I might be able to get another grow a lettuce in before I get my seeds out. Because if my seeds go on that table, I grow my lettuce.
Oh, I got you. I'm excited. We're going to be putting stuff in the greenhouses next time. I think I might wait till March to put anything out in the raised beds. I'm not going to try to. I really don't want to try to push it this year. I want to have a good crop with everything, and make sure everything. I will for sure make sure everything's where it needs to be before I start planting in it. I'm not gonna, like in the greenhouse, I need to make sure everything's right. We were still working in the first year we put the greenhouse. Basically every year we had the greenhouse at the property. We were always working in the greenhouse around the plants, and it just makes it makes it hard. You're adding sawdust and other things that don't need to be in there, so you can't really keep a good clean environment.
Yeah, we're gonna be we're hoping to possibly move by next fall.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
Hopefully I'll get a decent growing season anyways for this summer.
Talking about it.
Where are you moving?
25 acres in the middle of nowhere in a log cabin.
Yeah. No, I wish. We're looking, we're staying in the area. We're looking to stay within like a half an hour's drive because my wife still has both her parents here.
Yeah.
So if they need anything, we don't want to be an hour or two away. But there's a bunch of places that are in that vicinity that you can find some decent property with some land. So hopefully
moving. Cool.
Dan,
I'm not moving to Florida. No. Can't do the heat down in Florida.
Eric, we actually have all my pepper seeds came up except for the tangerine dreams that Jeff sent me. I think he just sent me some bunk seeds.
Did you plant them all?
No, I still have 2 more. We're gonna put them out in some separate pots.
You got to get those.
I'm trying, brother. I'm trying.
I'll send you more.
I had planted about half of what you had sent because I didn't want to plant everything at one time. So I'm gonna plant the other half of them. I think I had put 3, and there might have been 5 or 6 seeds in it. So,
well, I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna see if I got more because you need to grow that one.
Well, that's fine, dude. I really have enough peppers.
No, you don't. You got to grow that one. If you don't grow any of the other ones that I sent you, you got to grow that one.
All the other ones you sent, the stuff, the hot peppers Eric sent, I have them. I think it's 14 different varieties I planted, and that's the only one that didn't push up. And all the rest of them's at about right at 100% on them.
And it's not my fault.
It's her fault. She didn't.
Probably is. You probably didn't water them enough.
Jeff.
Hey, Laura's World, how you doing?
Hey, Lori's World. Yeah, I can't turn my pool into a hydroponic grow. I wouldn't mind, but I don't think that's going to be a big selling feature.
Dude, that would be awesome.
Floating raft,
Jeff. Aquaponics.
Yeah.
And you can still swim in it. You can swim with the fish.
Yeah, and what am I going to do with them fish when it freezes?
Well, you clean them before it freezes.
So I gotta so that I could be in shed wars and I could pull the fish out and clean them. I gotta get good eating fish.
There you go.
There you go. King of the castle. There you go.
For the plow. My wife is hot.
Not. We watched a new Borat the other night.
Oh, Lord,
that's crazy.
My wife is hot.
Not.
Yeah, Eric just said eat them.
Yeah, exactly. Eat them.
Yeah.
Good.
Could do that, but I gotta get some good tasting ones.
Just don't put them in the trunk of your car.
Right. Yeah.
Well, we're looking at, hopefully it's only gonna be like normal. It's the 1 week that we normally have of wintertime over here. We are a little bit early, so kind of worried, but and actually it's actually come up. We were supposed to have 3 or 4 out of the next 8-9 days at 30 degrees or below, and we're only looking at 1 of them today. So as of today, the forecast has changed. So it's working well. Temperatures are a little bit, weird for this time of year. It's usually right at the end of the month that we get this type of weather. So we're hoping that we don't get it. But yeah, I feel for y'all. Everybody's getting ready to get slammed with the cold fronts and everything getting ready to pass.
Lori's World, I just subscribed to your channel.
With her personal.
Yeah, and I'll do Rose Garden. Rose.
Well, I think we're gonna get off of here, Jeff. Go
All
check
right.
Jess's. Well, let's see, they got a comment. Pond behind us. I'm not sure that would work, Eric, but you never know. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and shut this down. Go check out Jeff and Mr. Homer at Jess's homestead and keto homesteading with Jeff. I'm drunk, Lord.
With Jeff, not
Jess,
Jeff.
Lord.
With Jeff right there. Jeff
Jeff,
right there.
yeah, keto with Jeff.
I need some keto.
Me too. No, I lie. I need to go on a diet, but I can't do keto. I can't give up rice and bread.
No, I don't.
It's a wedding to get ready for.
Yeah, they got a wedding to get ready for. I'm perfectly fine. All I asked was, do I have to trim my beard or shave it?
And he has to wear a tux, so
there's not going to be any pictures.
I was gonna say, you gonna post the pictures?
No.
Yes.
All right.
She will get divorced.
No. You're right.
I don't wear.
Then who's gonna water the plants?
My next girlfriend, my next queen.
Yeah, right. He's stuck with me.
Okay. Thank you, Jeff.
All right. You guys have a good night.
South Louisiana ball. You got to love it. Y'all have a great day, a great evening tonight, and y'all grow that later.
And water that.
Don't kill your plants. Make sure you water them more than once a month. Hey, Cajun, thanks for throwing that up there, Primal Cajun.
Look.
Yep.
Look at Jeff looking out. Look, Jeff. Jake.
She's drunk.
Boy.
Look at Jake.
Jake throwing that out to everybody. See y'all later, everybody. Have a good one.
Jake, Jeff, Jess.